Hello, Replay people. It's Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Thanks for hanging out with us here on the replay. Of course, more Royal Caribbean fun is waiting for you at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. And hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy weekend. My name is Matt. I am from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Bethy is our first chatter in today. Hello, Bethy. Dave, hello. Jose Pena, welcome. Carson, Motley Rue, BM135, Jody, Kevin, Heather, welcome. Kim, Alexis, hello. Jamie, Pirate Flyer, Mr. Bacardi, hello. Dotwad, hello. Glad everyone's joining us here on this Sunday afternoon. Laura is here. Hello, Laura O'Donnell. York Villain is here. Jovi, Razor, Gibby, AJ, Go Van True. Happy Sunday to everybody. Hello, Scott. MCK Ryan on the Oasis of the Seas, about to do muster at 4. Nice. David, hello. Scott Ullery, hello. Camry, welcome. Of course, start off today's Periscope with the most important question. How many days until your next Royal Caribbean cruise? Type it in chat right now. Let's count down together. Yes. Hello, Nick Huntley. Woohoo. It is time to talk Royal Caribbean cruises. Heather, you didn't get a notification, so how'd you end up in here? We just started. Jamie at 40 days. Too many for Kevin. Jody at 202 days until Jewel. Heather at 173. G. Glark at 56 till Allure. Motley Brew going on Navigator in 280 days. Huntley at 271. Laura O'Donnell at 250-ish. BM135 going on Harmony in 55 days. That sounds like my countdown as well. Mr. Bacardi at 130 days till Explorer. CG at 6. Wilson at 6 till Harmony. Alexis 27. York going on his beloved Grandeur. Definitely not a Quantum class ship in 62 days. Kim, gotta look to book YOLO. Absolutely. Jovi at 18 days till Anthem. Maybe she'll blog. Nice. Of course, Jovi, you can do a live blog on our message boards at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Got a new section just for that. Razor Ray 264 till Navigator. Camry going on Harmony. Mariners fan, good afternoon. BM135 cannot wait. Heather just happened to open the app, and there I am. Look at that. It's on-demand Matt. Magic. MCK Ryan's got 0 days on board right now. Big Dog Ryan going Empress of the Seas a week from tomorrow, which reminds me, Ryan, I have to yell at Billy to write his live blog pre-posts. Gibby at 210 days. Mariners fan at 329 days until his next Royal Caribbean cruise. Go Venture going on Allure in 105 days. Awesome. Also, you know what I have to do? I have to say thank you to all the Royal Caribbean Blog insiders. If you're an insider and you support RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, type in chat right now, insider. And if you're not an insider, you can become one by going to RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com/support. Hello, Mark Cranston. Welcome. Dotwad, 105 days till Alert. Jody, thank you for being an insider. Heather, thank you. Jamie, thank you. Methan, I think you were trying to write insider. I'm not sure, but if you're an innie or an outie, we now know you're an innie for sure. Emma, thank you for being an insider. I didn't recognize your name, but welcome. Razor, thank you. BM135, thank you. Thank you for being an insider. Huntley, thank you. And again, you can become an insider by going to RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com/support. By becoming an insider, you help support the awesome things we're doing here at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com with a monthly donation. And in return, you get some pretty cool rewards for doing so, including special access to a Facebook group just for insiders. You get Royal Caribbean Blog merchandise, special event notice in advance before anybody else, and a whole lot more. Check it out at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com/support. Thank you, Mark, and thank you, Big Dog Ron, for being an insider as well. Thank you, Wilson, for your support. Really appreciate it, and I really, really want to say thank you to everybody because you guys are at the heart of what we're doing here at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Happy Sunday, everybody. Thanks for joining us here on Periscope. Looking for some time here to talk Royal Caribbean. I just came back home, as you may notice, back in the home studio. Finally, Heather, the insider group for Facebook is for the people that donate at $10 a month or higher. So I'd have to double check. Believe it or not, I don't memorize everybody's donation level. But if you are at that level and you're not in the group, then yes, I need to fix that, Heather, and I will fix that. In fact, so I have after this Periscope, I have to do a lot of paperwork, as it were, with some of the insiders and some of the new people that signed up in the last week or so. So I got to get myself all caught up in that. But welcome, everybody. My name is Matt. Of course, today we're talking about Royal Caribbean cruises, like we always do. And since it is Sunday, we do have on RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com a roundup of all of this week's Royal Caribbean news. There was a lot of it, including the big announcement of Royal Caribbean returning to New Orleans and offering more cruises out of Galveston, Mariner this season going to Miami, and a whole lot more. Check it out at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. All right. With that being said, we need a question of the day. Yes, Met fan, I'm working on it. It's a little bare right now, but it's a work in progress. Working on it. Mark Granson wants to know what the ultimate drink package is. The bottled water, Evian water. No, it's usually some generic bottled water. The brand can vary depending on where the ship happens to be based, but it's not Evian. There is an Evian bottled water package, but the two are not in sync, if that makes any sense. Hello, DLT. Welcome. Thanks for joining us here. So I guess the question of the day, I was trying to think when I was driving up, I had about 2 hours thinking of the question of the day. Let's say, for the question of the day, for all of you, you can type your answer in chat because I want to see where everybody falls on this one. Here's one. Main dining room on the first night of your cruise. Night one. You're MCK Ryan, you're on Oasis of the Seas, it's night one. Are you going to the main dining room or a specialty restaurant? Type it in chat, MDR or specialty restaurant right now, if you're, which one you go to. Because for me, eating in the main dining room, not in the main dining room on first night, it's always kind of like, yeah, Alexis's main dining room for sure. I'm with you on that one. Ken goes for chops. Met fan main dining room. It looks like a lot of people go main dining room. Scott Ullery, Sabor. Only main dining room, always on night one. There's something about it. It's just tradition. Mark says Sabor. Big Dog Ron says it depends. That's a wishy-washy answer, but yes, you got to pick one, Ron. You gotta pick one or the other. Carson, first time on the ship, main dining room, repeat, then chops. Okay, so if you're going on like Mariner this season, it's your first time, you're going to the main dining room, but if you've been on Mariner before, you go and you might consider chops, something like that. Methane, get to know your staff. I agree. I think the first night is like the most critical night to get to know your staff. Absolutely. Mr. Picardi goes to specialty restaurant if you can get a deal. Jody, we eat main dining room usually 6 out of 7 nights. Nice. I love the main dining room. I really do. And it's kind of odd. Like I've got that mental hang up about eating in the main dining room on night 1 or night 2 for that matter. Night 1 because it's the first night, you got to get to know your dining room staff. But also night 2, it's formal night, and I love the main dining room on formal night. Everyone's dressed up, it's nice, it's a little classier than normal. So that's what. After that, all bets are off. And in the second formal night, I really have no qualms at all. In fact, from night 3 on, I don't really have much hang-ups other than, of course, Italian night, which I love. Oh my gosh, in the main dining room. Daniel, last 2 cruises, you're not eating in the main dining room at all. Wow. Alex says we use the 2-for-1 coupon day 1 and day 2. Alex, that's the Diamond Plus coupon, right? I'm not privy to that coupon yet. Although, Alex, my wife did the math. I should give credit where credit is due. My wife did the Crown and Anchor math. I think we're going to hit Diamond Plus after the Explorer of the Seas group cruise next year. Diamond Plus, there you go. So someday I'll be in that position. But yeah, big deal. Alexis, speaking of formal night, we'd like to get a picture of us all dressed up. How does that work? It's a great question. Of course, you can go anywhere on the ship and take a photo yourselves, but there are going to be photo stations throughout the ship every evening, whether it's formal night or a regular night at dinner. There's going to be different photo stations, all usually grouped somewhat near the dining room, maybe around stairs or on the Royal Promenade, but there will be a lot of photo stations available for you to take photos, and they can take them for you, so there'll be no shortage of locations. But on formal night, there's a lot of great places. Some of the backdrops will change from night to night. So if you see one you like, go on it. As an example, that background they have, like the white background, the plain white background. It's great for like kids, like they pose in front of it. I love it. It's my personal favorite one to have my daughters go and take photos of. That one's only on a couple nights, where it's only the hours can be staggered. Carson, we're eating in the main dining room this trip all 7 days. Nice. Razor, I think a lot of people judge a ship by its main dining room service. You know what? You probably aren't too far off on that one. I think that's probably accurate. Daniel booked Vision of the Seas out of New Orleans. Now 4 book. Nice. YOLO book it. Yes. You know what it's about. It's your when in doubt, YOLO book. You only live once, so book the cruise. Speedy Cat, you always love the Titanic background for the photos. I have never taken on principle. I've never taken a photo with the Titanic background. It's creepy. I don't know. It's like, why are we celebrating a ship that sank? Like, we're on a ship right now. Let's not talk about that. I don't know. There's an unhealthy obsession with Royal Caribbean with Titanic. I don't understand it, but yeah, I'm not all about taking a photo in front of an image that reminds me of a cruise ship that sank, historically. Carson, I'm superstitious. Absolutely. You don't talk about Fight Club. You don't talk about the ship sinking. Two things you don't do. When you're off the ship, like we are right now, that's okay. It's all fair game. But on board, nope. Not going to tempt fate. It's like my daughter. She's 6 years old, my oldest one. So she's at that age where she's asking a ton of questions. And then she's like, the ship can't sink, right? I'm like, well, technically. And my wife's like, shut up. No, the ship can't sink. Motley Brew, will there be a repositioning for Enchantment? I thought there was going to be one, Motley Brew. I think they're tying it. They're either there's a dry dock or they're gonna just do a one night like right over a no passenger revenue. The reason being is because they'd have to go to a foreign port and it's just too complicated. So they're just gonna go straight from Miami to Galveston. I couldn't find one, so that's the working theory anyway. Like in the movie Airplane, they're showing a plane crashing. There you go. Cruising Q, welcome. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying talking Royal Caribbean as much as I am, do me a favor, hit that share button right now. See the little three dots in the bottom right corner? Click that. Click share with your followers so that way we get more folks in here talking Royal Caribbean together. Love when all my friends get to join us, talk about our favorite thing, which is, of course, going on a Royal Caribbean cruise. Thank you, Jody and Carson, for sharing the broadcast. Appreciate it. Thank you. M. Vanny, thank you. Mark, thank you, Diane, for sharing. Motley Brew, thank you for sharing. And Speedcat, thank you for sharing as well. Big Dog Ron and Huntley, thank you for sharing. Daniel and Alex, thank you. Feeling the love today, guys. I like it. Hello, Run for Beer. Welcome. So Run for Beer, we were talking earlier about, do you go on the first night of your cruise, main dining room or specialty restaurant? It's always for some people, it's a very easy decision. For some people, they can't even imagine the other option, right? Mr. Make It Happen, thank you for inviting your followers. By the way, love the name. I think I've told you that before, but still love the name. Some people have really fun Periscope names, right? Big Dog Ron, Mr. Make It Happen, Huntley. In fact, when I see Huntley in person, I think I still call you Huntley to your face, Huntley. Even though I know your real name is Hunt, but just the way it is. That's how it is. Mariners are main dining room, nice. Mark wants to know, are the drink packages ever discounted? Yes, online they are. In fact, they're almost always discounted now, Mark, on the Royal Caribbean website. On board the ship, not so much. There are discounts, however, for Diamond Plus, and Pinnacle members. But personally, I'm a Diamond member. I would never leave it to that. It's kind of a relatively new thing, so I don't have that much faith that it's there all the time. So what I'm telling you, Mark, is if you want a discount for the drink package, yes, there is. Book it online. Hello, Slim Jim. Welcome. DLT, is Starbucks included with the ultimate drink package? Great question. If you're on a non-Oasis class ship, the answer is yes. You go to Cafe Promenade. They have the Starbucks drinks over there. It's not a Starbucks location. It's just they use the Starbucks beans, right? There's like Frappuccinos and Macchiatos and whatnot. You order that, no problem at all. On Oasis class ships that actually have a Starbucks location, that is a licensed kiosk. And in that case, no, Starbucks is not included. However, premium coffee is still included with a drink package. So what that means is you have to go to other places like Cafe Promenade or Park Cafe to get your coffees, your premium coffees. Daniel, Vision doesn't have support. Not sure what I'll do the first night of that sailing. Maybe look for a deal on board, right? Carson, if the website is down, you need to clear your cookies. One of the best things you can do, Carson, to tell if it's you or not, is do this. Let me show you my computer here. So this is Google Chrome. I'm not sure which web browser you use, but if you're in Google Chrome and you click on these little three dots on the top right corner, and you see here New Incognito Window, click on New, or just hit Control-Shift-N. This brings up an incognito window. Incognito basically means that it's a window that has no sessions, doesn't take any of your cookies or anything else you've done before. You're logged out of everything. And so if you go now to Royal Caribbean's website, it will load. It's a decent trick for getting around this problem of the website won't work. And when you close this window, you clear out all sessions, you clear out all whatever you had logged in, so you can always just close it out and restart and open a new incognito window, as long as all your incognito windows that you had open are closed. Does that make sense? So if you're having issues with the website, it's a great strategy to get around it. You can do this also in other web browsers, like here's Firefox. If you click on, they got their menu over here. They call it private window. So new private window, same idea, right? It's a window where that kind of goes around. Dan uses Chrome. I do too, but every web browser now supports that kind of thing. Web developer got hacks. Web developer just knows a lot about sessions and whatnot. It's unfortunate because the problem is not you. The problem is Royal Caribbean's website doesn't effectively clear out the data from previous searches and activity you did on the website. Because what should happen is at the end of your session, when you're done, is you clear that all out so you can take a new session and do it effectively. Royal Caribbean's website doesn't really do it that effectively, and you run into those white screens, you run into a bunch of other problems, and there's a whole lot of stuff behind it as to why. But bottom line is if you open one of these incognito windows or private window or whatever your web browser calls it, you'll be able to get around that problem. Swiss Helm, welcome. 188 days to your next cruise. Hello, Jerdis, welcome. I hope I said your name right. Jamie, I should send them an unsolicited proposal. Oh, I'm sure that'll go over real well. Remember that guy who always posts those things we don't want him to post about online? He's telling us he wants us to pay him to fix his website. Hello, Ryan. Welcome. Hello, Brazil. Welcome. Glad to have you all here. My name is Matt. I am from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Yeah, no, Carson. It's pretty simple. If you run into any problems, Carson, send me an email, and I'll be happy to help you with that one. Fancy Nancy, love the name. They need a website overhaul. I believe they're working on it, but yes, I agree. There's a lot of issues there. Hunley, yes, it works out. If you ever get that, like, Royal Caribbean's gone on a vacation thing, you know that image. Just open up an incognito window. It's your best friend with this kind of situation. They need to fix it. You should not have to do that. In fact, I would wager to bet they are losing money as a result of it, quite honestly. But that's a whole nother conversation. Jamie, you might be right, Jamie. You know what I'm terrible at, Jamie? Marketing, self-advertising, and asking people for money. I like giggle about it like a 10-year-old. Like, that's how I giggle. Sure enough, what's Kraken? Delicious Boleros drink, Kraken rum. Kraken is a rum. It's a type of rum. I love it. I've got some in my kitchen yonder. In fact, now that I think about it, maybe I'll have some a little bit later. It's a glorious drink. I had it first time was on Navigator of the Seas. I was sitting there, and the waiter was like, "What would you like to order?" And I said, "Oh, geez, I always order the same thing." And he's like, "Why don't you try?" And when I mentioned like lava flow, he's like, "I'll make you a lava flow with Kraken rum." And I said, "Kraken rum? Okay, sir, I will try it because I have the drink package. YOLO, who cares, right?" And it was amazing because it's got some kick behind it and it tastes really good. Release the Kraken. Yes, it is amazing. Hashtag Mattsplaining. It's totally true, Jody. Big Dog Ron, I need to be incognito on your scopes. That's what Brandon does. Brandon's not here anymore. I miss Brandon. Carson, fleet-wide for the drink in Boleros. The menus are pretty consistent, but I don't know if they have all the same ones. I will point out that we were on Anthem of the Seas March. I can't even say last month anymore. When I was on Anthem of the Seas in March, they didn't seem to have any Kraken rum on board. Run for Beer, thank you for retweeting. Appreciate it. Thank you. So we're hanging out here talking Royal Caribbean together as we, the other interesting thing, by the way, since it's now May, theoretically we're supposed to get an update on Symphony of the Seas. The reason being, do you guys remember that there was a blog post at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com a couple weeks ago with Michael Bailey, Royal Caribbean CEO, and he mentioned that there would be an update coming about Symphony next month. That was in April. This is May now, so theoretically, sometime soon we might get a new reveal. That doesn't mean anything. That was kind of a passing quote, but maybe some more information coming. Hello, Manuel from Spain. Hola. Bob, the shorter cruises have a formal night. Yes, there's always at least one formal night on a cruise. And in case of like a 3-night cruise, that'd be night 2. In fact, it's always, the first formal night is always night 2. I have yet to run across a Royal Caribbean cruise in which night 2 wasn't that. Carson, going on Oasis next month. The last drink recommendation recommended from here was amazing. Lava Flow. That's always good. And remember, ask for a Lava Flow with Kraken rum. Even if you've had a lava flow before, you will enjoy it even more with that. Razor, what you don't pull a Billy and email the whole director for a favorite drink? No, I'm okay with what they got on board. I'll make it worthwhile. Now Billy's different because Billy is not normal. We all know that. But more importantly, Billy likes his scotch, and he likes a particular kind of scotch which they don't carry. That's a different issue. And Billy doesn't. I mean, he'll drink other things, but he wants his thing. Pippa is here. Hello, Pippa. Welcome. Love Pippa. Thanks for joining us here. Pippa was on the Royal Caribbean Blog podcast not too long ago. What was it, Pippa? It's already been like 3 weeks already. Holy moly. I feel like we talked like the other day. I woke you up at 4 a.m. Quick story. It's 5:45 a.m. Pip was like, I asked Pip, I said, hey, would you like to come on the podcast talk about Australia? She said, yes, absolutely, absolutely. She's like, what time? And I told her a time. She said, okay. And we go to record, and I realized it's 4 a.m. her time. She woke up at 4 a.m. to record a podcast that she's not making any money on. It's not like she's getting paid for it. And I said, Pippa, don't tell me next time. Tell me no. Tell me we got to come up with a new time. So anyway, long story short, Pippa is super awesome because she will wake up at 4 a.m. to talk Royal Caribbean. That is the sign of dedication right there. But Carson, I'm trying to think of other drinks that you might like besides the lava flow. The frozen mojito at Boleros is a great drink. You woke up at 3:30. That's right, I had to get ready. Like I said, that's dedication right there. You think Big Dog Ron's waking up at 3:30? Nope. He'll say, I'll catch you the next time. Jody, if only there was a way to know time in other countries. If only there was this like great search engine that I could type these kind of questions into, Jody, and it would just give me the answers. Unfortunately, Alta Vista doesn't have that option. Nor Ask Jeeves, my two go-to search engines. Coconut mojito. You know what, Go Ventura? My wife loves the coconut mojito. I don't like coconut, so it's not my thing, but there you go. Then again, Carson probably drinks more like my wife, so not a bad one. I was trying to think. I feel like there's another drink I'm really forgetting besides the lava flow, which I talk about all the time, but haven't heard about Ask Jeeves in ages. Remember Ask Jeeves? Actually, you know what my favorite search engine was back in the day? My go-to in the pre-Google days was Lycos. I loved Lycos. I used to, don't know why. Well, once, I distinctly remember my first ever search engine was Webcrawler. Literally, the first time I ever went on the internet, we went to Webcrawler, used that, and then after some of them was like, there's this thing called Lycos. I was like, wow, this is way better than Webcrawler. And then I used Lycos all the way up until Google surpassed it. I was like, I forget that thing. But it's still around, I think. I think Lycos is still around. Probably has tons of adware on here. I'm sure I'm going to get my... Yep, it's still here. Here it is. Lycos. I don't think they do their own search anymore. I bet this is Google. Let's see here. Royal Caribbean. Doesn't look anything like Lycos used to look like. What's a computer? Yeah, who searches this? This is probably Yahoo search, now I'm thinking about it. Actually, no, these are terrible results. The first result is cruisingrccl.net. What is that? First, I got all the ads, which no one looks at. This is, and then buynation.net. Oh my God, they got so much. These two are spam. Oh, these are ads. Never mind. I apologize. That's okay. So the first result is Royal Caribbean's website. All right, I take that all back. So the first real result that's not an ad, because you can see the word ad. Anyway, Royal Caribbean, Twitter, Cruise Critic, Royal Caribbean's Anthem site, Vacations to Go, Facebook, TripAdvisor. There I am, down at the bottom, in front of Wikipedia. Yeah, Wikipedia. That's right. Coming in at number 9. Make that bigger. Forgot you guys can't see that. There you go. Look at that. Coming in right before Wikipedia. Yeah. Number 9. No one's scrolling down. Well, no one's using Lycos, so I don't feel that bad that I don't do that well on Lycos. Malibu and pineapple. Ebac recommended was good. I mainly drink old fashions, bourbon, or brandy. Wow, that is totally outside my ballpark of drink knowledge. Malibu Bay Breeze. I had that in Coco K because they didn't have a blender and I wanted something a little different. I wanted something girly. And trust me, as a guy, there's nothing like ordering a Malibu Bay Breeze to make you feel really, really masculine. It's just like, let me have a couple of beers and a Malibu Bay Breeze. You really get a lot of respect at the bar there. Speaking of, I used to have a Tom Selleck page that came in at number 1. I have many questions about that. You're from Wisconsin. No worries, Carson. I'm not judging. Trust me, I get the weirdest drinks also. It shows you have confidence. It does. You know what, Jody? I say this all the time. I'm married. I'm out of the... I lost that idea that I'm going to be cool a long time ago, so I'm totally confident in this idea that I can just order what tastes good. Bring on the Zimas. Bring on the White Russians. I don't care anymore. Peppa, any news today? No, unfortunately not. Nothing crazy. Sunday's almost... If there's news on Sunday, it's pretty rare. Fridays are almost the rarest day, but Sundays also fairly rare as well. Nothing wrong with liking what you like. Absolutely, Mr. Make It Happen. No, I've like I said, I've gotten over this idea of like, I'll have a single Scotch whiskey because I'm a man. That's what I'm gonna have. Give me the lava flow. Extra sugar, please. That's why you know, because you'll know all the fruity drinks. Thank you. Love White Russians. Pippa, a little bit of Matt trivia for you. Hashtag Matt trivia. The first drink I actually liked when I first started drinking alcohol, of course, way back when, which, by the way, was in the Bahamas when I was 18, because it was legal in the Bahamas at 18. Anyway, White Russians, because it doesn't taste like, booze. I remember I ordered a blue Hawaiian because I wanted a blue drink. And I said, oh, this tastes awful. Give me a White Russian. and it was love at first sip. And I drank White Russians for a really long time. Bob, how can I save money when booking a cruise? It really comes down to booking as far in advance as you can. The earlier you book the cruise, odds are the more you're going to save. Hey, Brandy Alexander. Wow. Arkham, my husband loves the girly drinks. I still love him. There you go. See? There's nothing wrong with it. I think as guys, we kind of think we have to drink the manliest drinks out there, or it kind of, I don't know what it does to us. But anyway. Your drink must have a minimum of 400 calories. Yes. I mean, there was a while. I mean, once you... it's funny because my wife doesn't drink beer, and she's like, I'm like, every now and then I'm like, you want to try a sip of my beer? And she's like, no. I'm like, no one likes beer at first. It's an acquired taste, and the reason why it's acquired is because it's really cheap, a lot cheaper than mixed drinks. So it's easier to drink, it's more economical to drink, and so after a while you start getting used to it, and therein lies why people drink beer. And I know that my first time in college having beer is like, oh, this is awful, and after like 6 months you're like, oh yeah, this stuff is great because it's cheap. But on a cruise ship with the drink package, yes, I think you got to get the mixed drinks. Wine. You know what, Pippa? I love wine too. I love red wine. I never got the taste for white wine at all. Like, ugh. But red wine, actually, I like quite a bit. The only problem with red wine, Pippa, is if you're like going out, like we're going to go on a cruise ship right now, right? We're going to go drink our money's worth out of the drink package with red wine. I just feel like I get really tired with red wine, more so than like with other alcohol. I'm not sure why, but I go straight from buzzed to sleepy very, very quickly. And then it's like, speak out. My cousin said you'll get used to it. I said you can get used to being dead too. You can't buy beer, only rent it. That's a good point. Mark City, welcome. Hello, Mark B. Welcome. Yeah, but Bob, the best deal on your cruise is just booking as early as you can, dude. It really is the odds are best way to get a best possible price. Just how it is. Cool. I was just checking on Lycos if I type in Royal Caribbean blog, and yes, I'm number one for RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. So, am I a soda guy at dinner? No, you know what, Razor? I gave up soda a couple of years ago. Just for the calories and just wasn't necessary kind of thing. I love soda. My favorite soda, by the way, vanilla Coke, amazing. Vanilla Coke Zero was like God's gift to man after fire. But Dr. Pepper's amazing too. But yeah, I just gave it all. I gave up all sodas. I figure if I'm going to get calories out of my drinks, it's going to be for alcohol. Bob, when is the next group cruise leaving from Florida? September 2017 on the Harmony of the Seas. Bob, you can join us for it. In fact, anybody can join us for it by going to RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com/events. RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com/events for more information about our group cruise. The next one is Harmony of the Seas out of Fort Lauderdale, Port Everglades. Cannot wait. So excited. Wilson, thank you for sharing the URL there. If you're going on the Harmony group cruise, type in Harmony right now. I know with all the group cruises, sometimes I get a little lost in the shuffle here, but who's going on the group cruise for Harmony? Because I am ready for that already. I mean, I'm going on Harmony in July, but I want to go with you guys. Razor, my son just loves vanilla Coke, but can't purchase it in our area of Canada. Really? Mark, how was Cruise TV last time? It was great. I had a really good time. Mark is going to be there. Mark and Diana are going to be there. Nice. Arkin, we booked Harmony early and can't touch the cruise for nearly the same low price. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Red for Beer, I've been with my travel agent forever. Can I still use them for the group cruise? Yes, you can. One of the things we came up with, Run for Beer, at the very beginning with the group cruises, I wanted them to be as inclusive as I can. Now, in a perfect world, yes, I would really appreciate if everybody can not only book the group cruise, but book it with our travel agent so we can be in the same group. That's the reason why, because I want everybody in the same group, because when we're all in the same group, we get more power, as it were, with Royal Caribbean. But that being said, I recognize there are folks like you, Red for Beer, who have a favorite travel agent. That's cool too. At least you're using a travel agent. That's the important thing. But I want you there on the cruise. I want you there. It's better for you to be there on the cruise because the majority of the events you can join us for, we're going to have a great time. And like I said, at the end of the day, the fact that you're there is the most important thing. So definitely Rent for Beer. I would love for you to join us for it. And again, you can get more information about all our group cruises at royalcaribbeanblog.com/events. Now that Annette from MEI Travel is back from Anthem, we're going to be working on that schedule of events. Boltzwin, welcome. Good afternoon. Is it still afternoon? Is it actually afternoon by you? Oh, yeah. It's almost 4 o'clock, 1 o'clock by you. Nice. John Bamber, welcome. Arkong, Disney cruises, love them, but so expensive. Welcome to the club, dude. Because of Disney Cruise Line's crazy prices, you have RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. I was forced over to Royal Caribbean, never looked back. Jill, have you been here the whole time? I haven't seen you in here, but welcome. Jovi, Cuba 18. Cuba in 2018? Probably not as a group cruise, but you never know. Of course, have they released it yet? No, I don't think they have, Jovi. I know you're asking me. John, thank you. I had a great time talking on Cruise Week TV yesterday. Jill, in and out of love. Did that come over as Bon Jovi, or did that just come over as really bad singing? I'm not sure. But anyway, sorry. Going back to my college days. No, you know what? That's all I can think is, in my mind, I'm completely in tune, but when I sing it outside, I'm like, in and out of love. Kiradar, we're still doing the Florida meetup. I got to work on, you know what? We are. I just don't know when. I got to ask Billy when he's going to be. Let me ask him. I think he's on an airplane, right? Isn't he flying to London, like, right now? What's your schedule for a June meetup? There, I just asked him. That's how I sing. Sometimes I go to sing and I really believe in my heart of heart, yes, I got this. Everyone's going to know it. It's going to sound great. And then I sound like a 14-year-old who's going through puberty trying to sing. Razor Ray says, Emmy, I did a special card for my son's birthday and thought that was pretty cool. Nice. Props for knowing it. Hey, I know my Bon Jovi, man. Love my classic rock. Big Country, how about 2019 New Orleans Vision Group Cruise? Are there 2019 sailings? I wouldn't mind that, honestly, because I've never been out of New Orleans. I haven't been on Vision. I can sort of get there fairly easily. Let's see here. Actually, let me take my own advice and use their window. Now I got the Bon Jovi song stuck in my head. I would like to leave from Nolans. Probably not on here right now, right? No, of course not. Plan a cruise, find a cruise. Exec Chef, welcome. All right, let's look at 2019, January to April. I'm not picky. Speak at it. I've been on the Mississippi River this week. Nice. Yeah, Arctic, I could drive there, but I think probably flying would be a lot easier. I flew there. I flew to New Orleans last year, remember? Okay, you guys will keep track of where I fly to, but New Orleans. Where are you? Tampa, New Orleans, Louisiana. So we can either go to the Bahamas, Key West, which I've not been to on a cruise ship, Nassau and Coco Cay, although in 2019 we'll have the new upgrades, so maybe that'll be compelling. I think it's a better idea, right? Because the other option is Cozumel, and we've done a lot of Western Caribbean. I'm thinking it's got to be, wow, these are cheap. Look how cheap these are. I mean, granted, this is probably the January 26th sailing, but still, $399, $378. Yeah, Gerald, look at this. I plan a cruise in late winter, first couple months of the year, and Gerald shows up. Gerald, what do you think of Vision of the Seas for 2019? Am I crazy? Pippa, I think Pippa's leaving, so good day, Pippa. Thank you for joining us here. YOLO book it. February 2nd. I like that idea. Where is February 2nd? Oh, yeah, February 7th, $3.99. I like this idea. Coco Cay, Nassau, and Key West. 7 nights. These are all 7-night cruises. I like this idea. YOLO, book it. YOLO, talk to my travel agent. I'm not going through all. You think I'm going through all these little hoops over here? Click on this, fill out this. Ain't nobody got time for that. But the February 2nd one looks good. $3.99. Oh, you know what the problem is? Hang on. What'd I forget? Where's Jody to yell at me about this? School calendar. I gotta look. I have no idea what the Orange County. Do we have yet? Let's see here. Orange County, Florida school calendar. I doubt 2019 is out yet. 2017, 2018. They usually don't release it quite this early. Ooh, Mardi Gras. I forgot about Mardi Gras. Oh, jeez. I didn't even want to. I got kids. I ain't bringing my kids to Mardi Gras. It'd be too many questions. None of these are right. Where's the OCPS? There we go. Orange County Public Schools. About us? Calendars. There we go. Chef, that's your birthday. Let's go. Ooh, 2018, 2019 school calendar. Look at that. Bam. 2019. When is spring break? February 18th. That's it? We only got one day? Well, in that case. Oh, spring break's in March. Ooh, I'd have to run this one up the flagpole. This has got to go through my wife. I can't YOLO book anything right now. YOLO, go talk to your wife about it. Because in 2019, my oldest will be in second or third grade. 2018 is first grade, second grade. Yeah, I got to run that one up the flagpole, guys. That was a good conversation. Good talk. It is pretty good pricing, I'll just tell you that much. That being said, well, now that I closed every darn window. Gerald, we're looking at February 2nd, 2019, but I just forgot about that whole spring break thing. But in March, even so, March 2nd, I think it's the other one in March. I think it's like one of these, like March 16th, I believe. It's $5.90 for March 16th. It's $5.99 for an inside, $7.98 for an outside. I mean, it's average price. It's not $3.99, but Carson, right after Christmas, there will be schools. That's why prices are right. Yes, absolutely. If you can go on a cruise when school's in session, save a lot of money. Yeah, that one's I'm going to have to talk about. Mark, dude, I can't explain to you in words that are appropriate for Periscope how much I cannot book anything, YOLO book anything right now. But I will discuss it. I think it's a good idea. I like the idea of a cruise that's out of New Orleans, which I've never done before, on Vision of the Seas ship I've never been on before, to do that. So, I like the idea. You got me on that. And it's good because if you're in New Orleans, I mean, even the folks in Texas, I think, theoretically can drive over. It's kind of right in the middle, you know? It's equidistant. Alexis, is there a way to tell what the noted main dining room nights are on an old cruise compass correspond to? Do you mean, I don't, like which, what menus? No. The menus will say, if you look at an old cruise compass, I believe they may write on there, but no, there's not necessarily a correlation. Sorry. Jody, you're going to the Galapagos in 2019. Look at that, Jody. Making some California bang right there. I like it. Yeah, Alexis, there's no real way. I'm trying to think if there is, but I don't know that there is a pattern per se. That's fleet-wide, certainly. None that I can tell you off the top of my head. Maybe somebody else has figured it out, but I certainly have not. So. This is the second time I've gotten excited about booking a cruise and then realized, well, the last time if you guys were watching like earlier this week or last week or whatever you want to consider it, I was about to book Mariner this season until I realized that was the exact same week that I'm going on on the Explorer the Seas group cruise to Alaska. So then I was like, ooh, yeah, good thing I didn't book that one. So that's why it's like you got to count to 5 and spin 3 times before you book a cruise. Bolso, will the new menus be fleet-wide? Great question. I don't know. When I was on Harmony for the group for the media sailings, they had told me second quarter, which is now. We're in the second quarter now of Royal Caribbean second quarter. because we just had first quarter results. So sometime between now and another 2 months-ish. But that's assuming we're on that schedule still. For all we know, something can change, but theoretically, sometime this quarter, based on what I was told back in November. Again, things change all the time, but just don't shoot the messenger is all I'm saying. Cool. I was trying to think what the... I thought there was something else I wanted to tell you guys, but... Big country, just remember you want to avoid the 2 weeks leading up to Mardi Gras. Yeah, well, that's the thing. With kids, yeah, I don't think that'll be a problem, because I think Mardi Gras is well before March. It's like, I don't know when it is, actually. I have no idea. DLT, how come Royal Caribbean doesn't have a Key West cruise out of Port Canaveral? That's a great question. I don't know. I do know they offer cruises to Key West out of Tampa, which is just the other side of I-4. But the reason why, probably just because of the way the itineraries are laid out, it doesn't make sense to go that way. Because if you're going out of Port Canaveral, you're either doing a 3-night cruise, like a 3 or 4 night cruise, like Majesty does, right? And you're going to the Bahamas, so no point in there. You're not going in that direction. You're going east, too far east, and Key West is literally west of there. For the 7-night cruises, you're just not going in that general direction. Of course, right now you've got Oasis of the Seas, and I'm pretty sure Oasis can't fit in Key West because Key West dock is too large. So there you go. There's probably another reason right there. Usually it's logistics. Gerald, we'll have to look into Mardi Gras and Orange County March spring break times. There you go. If you can do that, Gerald, you've saved me a trip to talk to my wife. Razor, what's our next ship after Symphony? Next new ship is going to be Quantum 4. But Quantum 4 is going over to Asia. That's the Quantum Ultra class. So the only good news is we don't have to worry from a group cruise planning standpoint necessarily of something new in North America coming up. So we got a little bit of a break there. That's the only... Now, whether or not that's a good thing or not, that's up to you and your perspective. But DLT, well, you know what? Maybe in now that we just talked about Vision and New Orleans and all that, for 2019, maybe we're talking about Europe finally. Maybe doing a group cruise to Europe, because I know many of you really would love to do that. By 2019, my kids will be significantly older. Even the youngest in 2019 will be what? She'll be like 4 or 5 at that point. 5 or 6 actually. So she'll be, she can handle that. Sir Daddy, is this really a podcast about cruises? Actually, it's a Periscope about cruises. We do have a podcast about cruises, which is at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Look, there's the album art. Bolton looking to do Canada in 2019. Nice. Well, if you want to do an Oasis class Razor, we've got 2 different group cruises on Oasis class ships coming up between Harmony this September and Symphony next November. Yeah, I'm Mariners fan. Europe for 2019. That's what I'm thinking. Just to branch out and try new things. Let's give it a shot. I think that's probably the logical thing to do. So, Gerald, we're not doing your beloved February cruise, but we are going... Dude, jeez. Great use of English, Matt. We will have a European cruise over the summer. That's the working theory at this point. Nice, Razor. Book Symphony with the group. Then problem solved. So that'll be interesting. I think that's kind of the game plan. And the benefit of me saying Europe for 2019 is I cannot possibly plan anything until next year when Royal Caribbean releases its new itineraries. So this works out logistically for me. Arkin would love to do a group cruise with you guys, but with our son in high school, it makes it harder. Well, that's the other good benefit there, because if we do a cruise to the Med or Europe or somewhere, it's going to be over the summer. So that's solve that problem, right, Arkunk? And don't forget, Arkunk, also, next summer, June, we are going to be on Explorer of the Seas, and that's in late June. If your kids are still in school, that's just un-American. By June 22nd, your kids should be out of school, because next week is July 4th. I'm just saying. So we do have some summer cruises, and I will also point out Symphony of the Seas is over Thanksgiving break. So you've got that. I'm working on it. I hear you guys loud and clear, and my wife is telling me the same thing. You gotta book them over for school vacations. Doing Alaska a week from today. Nice. That's awesome. Which ship are you going on, Archon? Radiance or Explorer? Go Venture, is Allure Oasis not getting refit in Europe around then 2019? I believe it is. I believe Michael Bailey said as much. And that'll be Oasis would be the one that'd be due for a refurb. So 2019, I believe, is the date. That'd be Oasis. Going on Radiance. Nice. Alexis, cruising Alaska is wonderful. I can't wait. First time ever going to Alaska. Going to be doing it with you guys and on Explorer the Seas. So, love it. 9 nights. Wow, Arkunk, dude. Way to go. I like that plan. We were thinking for Explorer next year to do something a little more, maybe working some date, come in a little bit earlier and do some more stuff on the front end of that vacation. So vision in March or summer in Europe or both. One or the other, I'd guess. Because, Gerald, probably be kind of like 2018. Some cruise in summer or spring, and then some other cruise later in the year. Just to split it up, I think. And again, Gerald, I really have no idea. I'm literally spitballing here. It's just throwing some random things out there. I think Billy did text me back here. Okay, Billy basically said he has no plan. So, if you want to do an Orlando meetup in June, he's pretty wide open. And I'm probably thinking, looking at the calendar, that it would be probably early June would be a good idea. How about June 10th? It's a Saturday. That's kind of what I'm just throwing out there as an idea. June 3rd, meet at Del Taco. There you go. See, home lane, now you're talking. June 3rd is a Saturday. Theoretically, that would work. Do you have the dates for the group cruise on your website? Yes, I do, Arkunk. They are at... Wait a minute, this is the incognito window. RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com/ That's not it. There it is. RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com/events. Every single group cruise listed right over here for you. Makes it super easy. RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com/events. RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com/events. So you can check it on out, get a free no obligation quote, or just jot down dates and yell at your spouse. Hey, this is when we're going on our vacation. All righty, my friends. I am going to wrap up this Periscope. Thank you for joining us here. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with us. Of course, there's plenty more Royal Caribbean fun waiting for you at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. So check it on out. Is Sabor on Explorer? I don't believe it is, no. Guys, have a great rest of your weekend, unless you're Pippa and it's already Monday. Sorry. But enjoy the rest of your day, no matter what day it is. And we'll talk again very soon right here on Periscope. Good night, everybody, or goodbye, everybody, or good morning, everybody. See you later.